Hi guys, Colin Poulter here and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've got a lot of friends asking me, and I've had a few emails through asking about the setting up of the Bixler 2. A lot of people have been getting confused on the programming of the radio that comes with it. It's not like my Spectrum where you can program everything off of the front panel. In fact, with this one, it's computer programmed. So you actually program it from your PC, and they supply you with a lead that plugs into the back and also plugs into the USB interface on your computer. So I'm just going to take you over here. This is the PS2 style connector that goes into the back of the Hobby King transmitter. The other end obviously goes into your USB connector. There goes my headphones. And then on the screen you'll have the software that comes up to program your radio with, but I'll take you through that in a minute. Right, so the aircraft is assembled, and I've got my receiver in there, and all 6 channels are connected. Now, as it comes, it doesn't come with the servos to connect up the air brakes. You have to buy them separately, but I'm just going to do this demo for those of you who have bought the Bixler 2 but would like to use the flaps or air brakes. For that, you need to go onto the Hobby Zone UK website and order a pair of extra servos. They're the same servos that go in the wing. I could show you them. Let me just unplug the battery. That's it. If I just turn the aircraft over like so, there you can see the servos you get off of Hobby King, and the servo horns and a connecting cable you get with the kit for both sides, and you simply cut along here and down the side to release the air brake, and then install your servos. You'll need extension wire to go through into the fuselage, obviously. That's the stock ailerons, which are already set. So if I just turn it back over, reconnect the battery. Okay, so it comes all complete with the speed controller. You get a speed controller with it, the motor, you get a battery, receiver, and all the bits you need to get it flying. Tail should be on the left stick, so if you want the aircraft to go left, you turn it left, the tail turns left, and the aircraft will swing round to the left. Okay, turn the stick to the right, the tail turns right, the aircraft will steer to the right. Okay, your throttle is left stick again. Okay, so that's your throttle. Right stick, left and right, is your ailerons. So as you push the right stick to the right aileron comes up and the left one goes down. Okay, as you push the stick left, the right aileron goes down, the left aileron comes up, thus tilting the aircraft left. And then right stick down is the elevator. Okay, so you pull down, makes the aircraft rise, increase altitude. You push forward, stick forward, and the elevator goes down and makes the aircraft descend. The extra bits are the air brakes, which I've got on switch B. Okay, so as I hit that switch, we get the air brakes. And what I've done, I've used the variable control to increase or decrease how much air brake I have active when I hit this switch. So as I turn this knob, I can adjust the amount of air brake I've got on. So I can have a little bit of air brake, or a tiny bit of air brake, or full on. Okay, so I've assigned that to that switch. At the moment they're on full, but until I fly it I won't know how much to put on. Switch A is just your dual rates, so when the switch is on you've got 50% of the full movement on your ailerons, the tail and elevator. With dual rate switch off, I've now got full 100% movement of the elevator, ailerons and the tail. Okay. I think that's about it. So on your receiver, just remember you've got channel 1 ailerons, channel 2 is elevator, channel 3 is your throttle, 4 is your tail, 5 is the left air brake and 6 is the right air brake. I know from a lot of you experienced modelers and flyers out there, this sounds a bit, you know, sort of teaching you to suck eggs, but I've had a lot of emails from people that have never flown before and don't actually know how to set their aircraft up at all. So this is like for the really beginners. But what I'll do now is I'll come over to the computer and I'll change over to this screen in a second. But what I've done here, I'll just go through and show you how I've got the plane set up, which is set up correctly if you're for a beginner, and I've included the air brakes fitted. So let's go over to the program then. If you just, once you've got your aircraft built, it's all together and you've got your flaps and everything set up, you can use this as a reference. If you just copy the settings that I've got here into your radio, then you'll have exactly the same setup as I've got, and it'll be all sorted. Okay, right, let's go do that then. Right, hi guys, here we are at the computer. Once you've installed your software, which comes on a little disc with your Hobby King HK26AV2 6-channel 2.5 I sound like Irish in 2.4 GHz receiver, you should, once you start the program up, that's what it looked like on the desktop, you should be presented with this screen here. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll go through each of these settings and just copy them down. You can pause the video and just write down the settings and then just mirror that into your own settings on your radio and it should all work fine. This get user one here, I wouldn't really worry about that. Okay, on this one, the setting, that in my particular case needs to be on COM 1, so you put that on COM 1 and press OK. Help, I don't need it at this stage. Save is just save this, all these settings to a particular file on your hard drive. Open, you just obviously opens up what you saved. Now I'll go to endpoint. Now all these here in the endpoints want to be 100. Okay, 100% on through channel 1 to channel 6. Okay. Reverse, the only two channels you need to reverse in my case is channel 4 and channel 6. Okay, once you've reversed those two channels, okay it. Subtrim, leave them all as 0. Okay, I didn't have to touch them at all. DR, which is dual rates. Now channels 1, 2 and 4 want to be on 50%, okay, and that's with DR on, okay. DR off wants to be 100% on channels 1 to 4, 1, 2 and 4. The 100 is 100%, so with dual rate switch off you get 100% throw on your elevator, ailerons or tail, and with the dual rate switch on you only get 50%, so that's half the throw, okay. The stick, okay, wants to be on model 2, or they say in the instructions that you can download, mode 2. Basically mode 1 is the throttle on the right, mode 2 is throttle on the left, okay. Type, well obviously a type wants to be acro, okay, and then your mix settings, because if you're using your air brakes you need that. Now if you just copy down what I've got here, mix 1 needs to be on mix 1 obviously. The second one, the source, wants to be on VRB. Destination channel 6. Up rate 1%, down rate 73%, and switch B is to operate the air brakes. Now, as I showed you before, you can use variable B switch. That will increase or decrease the amount of air brake you have switched on by switch B, if you can understand that. So if you copy that down as it is, mix 2, this is for the other side air brake. Again, you want variable B, you want channel 5 this time, up rate of 1%, down rate of 73%, and switch B, okay. Mix 3, just leave that as off. You don't need that, I don't need that. Last little bit down here is switch A wants to be on DR, switch B null, okay. Variable A is null or off, in other words. Variable B is null as well, okay, because variable B only comes into effect on the mix, program mix, okay. I think that is about it, and once it's all set up, if you just move, I'm moving the tail on the radio at the moment, which is channel 4. Just make sure before you start to program that you have got communication with the radio by putting the plug in the back, double clicking on your shortcut on the desktop, and then you should have communication, and then just copy what I've done in my program, and then just unplug the plug from the back of the radio, double check looking from the back of the aircraft that everything is moving as it should, and you should be okay. Well, I hope that's helped. I mean, I hope I've sort of tried to explain it so that you'd understand, and happy flying, and cheers for watching.